God really blessed me today. He didn't have to, but he did. And I say this to say that I got a speeding ticket. Like, an officer stopped me, told me I was speeding. I wasn't really aware of my speed at the time, but he told me my speed, which it was like 20 above the speed limit. And I had a long day. Like, I had just got done doing home visits for clients. I was driving all over the state. I was going to pick my daughter up, but first I was going home because I had to really pee. I had to really use the bathroom because I had been holding it in like while I was driving and stuff for the longest time. So I was going to stop at home, then I was going to continue to go pick up my daughter because I am a single mom. So when I pick my daughter up from school, it's literally just me doing all of this stuff. But anywho, um, I got stopped when I was trying to go in front of a very slow car in front of me. So I was trying to pass that car, and that's when the cop came out and tried to, get me. Yeah, that happened. The cop, said that I shouldn't be speeding and all this other stuff. And he ended up giving me a ticket for $160. And he told me that there were a couple options on the back. And so I looked at those options, and one was to fight the ticket and to go to court for a hearing. So that's the one that I did. I pleaded not guilty. And today was my court date. It happened like over a month ago, but today was my actual court date. So I went to court and I was like all dressed up and stuff because I wanted to make a good impression on the judge. And the cop was supposed to be there also, but he ended up not showing up. And this was so much favor because the judge was like, well, the cop's not here, so I'm just going to dismiss the whole thing and go in your favor. So the ticket got dismissed. I did not get points on my record, and I did not have to pay the fine of $160 or anything at all. So I really felt God's grace and God's favor on me, and it was like a warm hug. I was really appreciative of that experience and really grateful, and it made me look at God just so much, with so much awe and thankfulness. So yeah, but I guess I did have something to say today, but I've been a little bit down, and that was a pick me up for sure. So I'm happy about that. So you guys, you never know what can happen. Don't just take something in stride, or don't just take something and say, oh well, like I accept my fate. No, like sometimes you have to fight back, and sometimes when you fight back, the unexpected happens. Anything could happen. Like, I was expecting to go in there, tell my story, and the judge maybe, cut the pay down from 160, but I wasn't expecting her to waive the whole thing. But of course I had faith in something that, something good would happen or come out of it, or at least the points be taken off of my record and then I just pay the fine. But, I ended up winning the whole thing, and that just, it really put a seed in my mind. But okay, I want to go to what happened after my ticket got waived. I got home and I was going to go in my house for a little rest before I had to pick up my daughter. And when I came back out, my neighbor was double parked. And I had to pick up my daughter. So I was a little frustrated with this. And I, just kept my composure. I waited like 3 minutes. The car still did not move. So I got out of my car and I kind of like waved to the person in the car. And she literally was like looking at her phone, looked up, then looked back at her phone. And I was like, oh my God, that's so rude. But I, just got back in my car trying to keep the peace. And about 5 minutes went by before someone came out of their house and got in their car. And then that's when they backed up and, left. So I finally backed my car up and I was able to go pick up my daughter. But I say all this to say is I was furious. Like, I mean, burning up inside. And I ended up calling my mom. She calmed me down. And I was like, she's right. Sometimes when something good happens in your life, the devil tries to like ease in and cause turmoil, within you or around you after something great happens. So I was like, I'm not going to let that upset me. Like, I had something amazing happen today. Like, I didn't have to pay $160 fine. So I was having a good day. And I wasn't going to let one incident turn my good day into a bad day. I say all this to say is stay focused on the positive in your life and don't let the negative outweigh your positives. I'm working on my third book. I talk a lot about my journey with God and how He has been in my life and just a big support system for me. So get ready for my third book, you guys. It's a lot coming. So you guys, look at your success, process, and stay blessed. And that statement has never been more true than today. So I'll talk to you guys another day.